So here I am, Fan Expo Chicago 2022. So I'm back from my break. Decided to go to this expo for a day. Because tickets are kind of pricey, but basically, this is not a video for the expo. Like, I'm not going to really do much of a walk around type thing. I have a specific goal of getting my comics signed, so I have like a stack of comics with me. I'm hoping to get signed. I have a couple sketch variants that I'm hoping maybe I can grab a sketch from someone, at least one or two, but we'll see about that. I was looking at some prices on signatures, and I don't know, they like to charge now, so I don't know. This is one of the first kind of events I've gone to like this, trying to get a lot of signatures on my books. So we'll see how I do. So I am in early. I'm kind of scoping out what artists are where, because I kind of looked at the list, looked at what I had in my collection, and picked out based on that. So I'm here with one reason why I came here was Mr. Yu. If you've seen my previous video, I picked up a bunch of wave covers, and he was one guy that I was looking to get a couple books signed from. Unfortunately, his sketches are $300 to $400. I'm gonna just get that and get the. I do have a blank cover for him, but it's a little too pricey for me, so I'm just gonna get some signatures. Okay, so two artists down. First guy I really wanted to get is Yu, and this was the cover that I got in Manila. I had the other one actually ordered already, but when I saw that this was an exclusive in Philippines, I had to get it. So got his signature on that. Got his signature on this 1 in 25 variant, ratio, whatever you call them. And then I got Mr. DeMille on this 1 in 25 Batman Beyond Neo Year cover. I didn't get footage of the signing because his line is super long. He has pretty easily the longest line here, but Greg Capullo, I brought a very early work from him when I think it was from 89 or 88, and then this is first fight of Cable and Deadpool, and this is something that I liked. So also kind of an early work for him compared to what he's more known for now with Spawn. So these were the two I got from Capullo. So I'm trying something new. I am trying to commission an artist whose art I really like. So this artist is David Mack. He's away from the booth right now, but he does a lot of Daredevil stuff. I basically bought a blank cover on the floor that was Daredevil related because I didn't have a blank cover that would match him. And if it's weird that I'm standing, because I don't know how it works, so I don't know.
No, you're fine. No, normally what I do is I take a list and I just try to do them like overnight, like if people are here.
Oh, I see.
Stuff. But yeah, if you're just here right now.
Yeah, and right plus here. Because of you're giving me the deal, I don't care if it's half-assed. It's all good. If it's like if it's a stick figure, I'm good with it.
That's totally cool, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm sure it'll be the nicest looking stick figure I've ever seen, but. Kind of Daredevil cosplay showed up to David Mack. It's pretty funny. Pretty cool too. So he's done with the book. I guess the idea is, this is my first one, I don't know. I'm supposed to grab a guy from one of the grading places to sign off on the witness of it. And then I figure out what you're supposed to do from there, because I honestly don't know. So last couple hours of the event. I didn't get as much footage as I would have liked while getting like signatures and going around, but I am all done. And also with that commission work that I got from David Mack, I'm pretty much over budget. So I gotta stop spending. I do have one more thing I'm gonna get, so I'm waiting for the last hour, and then I'll probably just walk around the rest of the floor. I didn't really check out the rest of the con actually. But I'm going to be waiting for this. Mr. Yu has a pre-release variant cover, and he's going to be signing as well. So I'm going to wait for that. And then my experience here will be done. Wish I could have got more commission covers with all the blanks that I got in my bag, but looks like they're going to go back home with me blank. And maybe I'll try again another day some other way, so we'll see. Alright, so my blank covers, still blank of course. I brought this Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies, because I was thinking maybe Sudan could do something. This one was supposed to be for maybe Mr. U, and also to get signed with Bendis, but he actually canceled the day before. Spawn number 1, Capullo. I already knew that his lines are long. I just didn't know or realize just how long they were, but I brought this just in case, but I knew it probably wouldn't happen. And then this one was for Mark. I always want to say his name is Silverstein, which I know it's not. But for Mark Savitri, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I was probably thinking about having him do like a quick little Batman doodle. Commissions, though, I did not know or realize that the average commission is like $300, and I had no idea that's how high they got up now, because I've seen sketches go for maybe like 100 less before when I was collecting back then, but now they've kind of gone up. I get it. A lot of people like to get something drawn and then they sell it on eBay, they get it slabbed, and all of a sudden it becomes like even more expensive. I get it. But for me, I'm not someone that's looking to sell until, I guess, retirement. So to kind of go through what I ended up doing anyway with all the signatures, average price was about $10. I would say there was a couple $5 for people. There was also a certain agency, I guess, that represented a couple artists that I got signatures from. Those were just free if they were raw books, no CGC involved and all that stuff, no grading. A lot of times they basically upcharge times 3 if you wanted it to get witnessed. And just to kind of show what I brought or how I brought them, I made my own window bags. So basically this tape is showing like where the cut of the top and bottom are, where it's opened, and I then threw this bag into a silver bag to protect it. So this is kind of double bagged and double boarded right now. So all the books I had were kind of double boarded. So as I got in the video, Mr. U, his 2 wave covers, this is like his design cover, and then this was the Cebu exclusive. And I had a little chat with him about Philippines and all that stuff, so that was pretty cool. Mr. DeMio, this is his 1 in 25. I showed this after I got it, so it was a pretty quick little thing, and he was a part of that group that if it was just for like a one-off for a fan signing for non-graded, it was no cost. And then I talked to Mac. I actually forgot I had this book, and when I came back, I was like, you know what, I'm so dumb. I realized I did bring one of your books with me. And so I had this one. It's the Echo cover for New Avengers. And I didn't even notice this Wolverine a long time ago, but until recently. But yeah, there's Wolverine in there too. And I know he's in the book, though, him and Echo. This is a heritage cover with Wave. I made sure to get this in the Philippines. I also had my local comic shop do an FOC. I actually did get them, so I have like 3 copies, 1 signed, 2 not signed. But the cover artist for this was part of that group with DeMio and Mac. So this was just basically sign and thank you, and those are the ones I really like, because it's not like I'm presenting them like expensive keys, you know, like how most people do it. Next one was Capullo. So I have a little rant on this. I get he's a big name, and I get that he has a lot of big books, a lot of expensive books, and people come to him with these crazy big keys and like maybe ratio covers, variants, all that kind of jazz. And I'm actually someone that I just basically looked through my collection to see what I had, and I have this, I guess you could say I look at it differently. I was never a signature guy until basically Stan Lee passed, and I was like, man, I really wish I got something signed from him. So I don't really like the idea of getting it signed just so I can sell it for higher value. So what I was doing was, for a lot of these, I basically tried to pick early work because I wanted to see their reaction to me giving them one of their first books, that type of thing. And Capullo was one of those guys I tried to get as early as I could in my collection. So this one, it is a key. It's not like some kind of crazy high value grail key, but I am a Cable fan, and Cable Deadpool fight, awesome. So I presented this to him, but I also presented this one. Now, this is going to be something that people are like, why the heck would you have someone sign this? But this is like his 6th book he's ever worked on, something like that. And when he saw it, he was like taken back a little bit. I think he actually mentioned that he was recently looking at this because he's putting together like a compilation of his work from early days till now, type of thing. So he actually recently saw the art for this, and it was just cool just to see his reaction to me giving him this one to sign. And he started showing it to someone else, saying, "Hey, this is one of my early books." Blah, blah. And I don't think too many people. Maybe I'm the first one to ever present this book for him to sign, but it was a cool little moment. I kind of wish I recorded it, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it was just for me. And then hopefully someone out there watching this would say, let me try that too if you have like an earlier work of his. One thing I would like to get is What If #2, where Daredevil kills Kingpin. And that, if I ever get that, I'm going to be giving it to Capullo to sign, because that one I would really like to have. And then Mr. Beasley, I picked this because I'm a big Batman fan. He kind of started more into Judge Dredd, so him doing this, I've had this book for quite a while, I think since my childhood. And then this, someone watching is probably like, what the heck is this? This is a little bit more personal for me. This is basically co-written with an owner of a craft brewery, and that craft brewery is beer that I like. It's a place that I used to go to before they shut down, and he is the artist that did like kind of a little comic series with the writer Floyd, who is the owner of the brewery. And then for Mark, I'm going to end up calling him Silverstein, so I'm just going to say Mark from here on out. But for Mark, of course, this one, this is like one of the few keys that I kind of brought. I mean, I know it's not like a crazy thousands of dollars type of thing, but for his Jubilee, I'm sure it's something that a lot of people have had him sign. He even said that a lot of people have him sign this one because what I presented with him was his first ever book. This is actually the first book he worked on, and he was very surprised. He actually looked at this book for like a good minute, just like staring at it. He went to his assistant. He said, "Oh my God, this is my first book," and he started talking about it. And then he mentioned how like he doesn't even remember the last time he's ever even seen one of these, or let alone sign it. So I think having those little moments with creators, I think, is good, and I feel like it's something that's getting lost because a lot of people are looking too much into the resale ability of these comics. It's like, celebrate the creators a little bit, guys. Like it's okay to like give them something that has a little bit more meaning than value. Because of course, someone looking at this is probably thinking big deal with the value of this, but hey, it wasn't about the value for me. It was about giving the creator a little bit of a reminder of where they came from, kind of thing. And so all those signatures were about like a flat fee per signature, right? Now this is where he kind of he kind of changed it up on me, because he didn't have a sign. Usually they have a sign that had a list of like how much it is to sign, non-graded, graded, and do sketches in various ways. And he basically didn't have a sign. I asked him how much his signature is, and he basically had a table full of comics, and he said, well, just buy something here and I'll sign whatever else you got. So his was a little different. So I brought a Marvel Zombies 1. This is my copy that I brought for him to sign. He does include a certificate when he does sign it, but for me to get him to sign this, I had to buy something. What I ended up buying was this Walking Dead variant that I liked, but he did charge $50 for this book. But to get $50 to get signature on this and this, not too bad, I guess, in the end, because if it was like normally charged like flat fee per signature, it would have been probably $20 for both. So in the end, paid $50 for 2 signatures and this one variant. And then I got a Sway signature on this Dr. Aphra 10. This is the same art as the A cover, but this is the B cover variant. He usually, in my opinion, has work that has a little bit more red into it, or a lot more like warmer, hotter colors. And I decided to have him sign this one instead of the A because it's more fits his artwork style, I believe. But other than that, I didn't have any of his other covers. They're a little bit more sought after, and I think one cover I actually missed when it came out, and then it got taken when I tried to get it again. And another comic legend there was Howard Mackie. I presented an older work for him, and this is something that isn't even really listed in some databases. It's like his work goes too far back in some spots, but this was the one that I had in my collection that was the oldest for him. I presented this. He was kind of saying he never even seen it before, and he was pretty surprised. He was like showing it off to one of his colleagues, like, "Have you ever seen this before?" Blah, blah, blah. And it was pretty fun moment. But I was basically telling him like how I was trying to get like the earliest thing I had in my collection, and that's what I like to do, especially for like people that have been in the industry for a long time. This was the book I presented. He signed it, and then actually on his table he had this Solo Avengers with Hawkeye. This actually predates this book, so I actually didn't know that he would be selling something that is even older. And now that I see it, it's a newsstand, so that's cool. And then one awesome dude, because he did not charge anything. He does have a tip jar. I did throw him $5. I kind of just was like, I got to give something. But Dave Dorman, he does like a lot of like realistic looking art pieces for covers, and I had this variant for the first AVP. I'll just abbreviate AVP, and yep, got his signature. And then at this time, I don't have the book with me because I turned it into CBCS, but I'll just show this footage of him making it, I guess. So what happened was I did not want to leave the con without getting something commissioned. I saw Mac there, and I was like, you know what, Mac is probably my favorite cover artist out of everyone there. I figured, you know what, I gotta try to get something for Mac. So I didn't have anything Daredevil related that he could like remark or anything like that. I didn't have a Daredevil blank. So I started shopping on the floor for blank covers, and I was looking for anything related to Daredevil or maybe Moon Knight, because he did do a Moon Knight #1 variant cover, but mostly Daredevil was what I was looking for. And then I ended up finding a Devil's Reign. I do know that he didn't have any work in the book itself done, but just because it was Daredevil related to Daredevil with him, I figured I might as well just ask him if he can do that one. It was a red cover too. I was a little worried that maybe that would throw him off because it wasn't white, but he just did what he could. I will say he did give me a deal. I don't want to say how much, but it was very cool of him to do that. And this is the book, so all I got is a picture because it's basically with CBCS right now. I chose CBCS over CGC. There was a facilitator there for CGC, but to be honest, I was getting it done for preservation. I'm not planning on selling it anytime soon, and I didn't even do a graded version. I just did the art, and I wanted to make sure it had the witnessed signature line because I just wanted to make sure it's labeled that he did it, basically. And then the last book I got, Mr. Yu was selling a pre-release of The Mandalorian #1. It's like an exclusive cover, and it's like a exclusive con cover, and I waited around for that one. I was actually kind of ready to go because I overspent so much, but I waited for this, got it signed, and I think I actually ordered a lot of the Mandalorian covers, probably all of them, when it comes out. I think from the time of this video, it's coming out next week. So that was my experience with getting a bunch of signatures and all that stuff. I didn't go too heavy on the trying to get like CGC'd and all that stuff. It was more just for fun. The two big keys for me that I brought were these two, the Marvel Zombies 1 and First Jubilee. Other than that, it was more just about getting that piece of the creator's essence on my books. I don't know what to say, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Happy hunting. Goodbye.